In the previous two videos, I introduced all the loyal cadres of the Black Organization. In this next one, I'll catalog the dead members of the Black Organization. This video series first analyzes the members of the TV anime, so the members of the Black Organization from original movies and special mangas will be introduced later. By the way, Pisco has already been analyzed in my last video, so this video does not include him. For the purpose of cataloging the members who have died, of course, the first person to appear must be Tequila, the first Black Organization cadre who died in the anime. His debut was in anime episode 54. As a member of the Black Organization with a codename, he hasn't appeared for more than 2 minutes from the beginning of his debut to his death. And the cause of his death wasn't due to a battle with a powerful opponent, it was just due to him accidentally taking the wrong briefcase and being bombed to death by a stranger. There is very little information regarding him. I only know that he's in charge of the transactions in the organization. He and Vermouth once forced Itakura Suguru to complete a certain software within a year, and he could also contact Vodka directly, which may mean that he was also a member of Jean's team before his death. Although, as a member of Jean's team, when he called Vodka to pass a message onto Jean, he did not use honorifics to call Jean as Vodka does. This means that his position in the organization is very close to that of Jean, or because he joined the organization earlier than Jean and is his predecessor, so he doesn't need to use honorifics. By the way, he is one of the few members of the organization who speaks with a Kansai accent. After his death, the Black Organization detonated the place Tequila originally intended to trade at to eliminate all traces of the organization. After Tequila and Pisco's death, the third Black Organization cadre to die was Kovaldos. He debuted in anime episode 345 and is the third sniper known in the organization other than Chianti and Korn. Like Tequila, he debuted and died in one episode, and we viewers don't even know his appearance for sure. However, you can learn some things about his personality and position from the dialogue with people related to him. He was a former partner of Vermouth, good at using shotguns and rifles, and had liked Vermouth. When Ran came out the trunk and rushed in the direction of Vermouth, Kovaldos planned to directly shoot Ran in the head or body, but Vermouth told him to stop. In order to stop the girl while protecting Vermouth, all of Kovaldos' shots were aimed at Ran's knees or legs. After he confirmed Vermouth's safety, plus Vermouth shooting him, it finally led to him stopping. Then, Rai suddenly appeared, and after breaking his leg so that he could not move, he was still thinking about the safety of Vermouth. After seeing Vermouth successfully escape, he committed suicide with the pistol he had hidden. The song Aiwa Itsumo in the anime is not only for Vermouth and Ran. At the same time, it is also for the lonely sniper who silently guarded the person he liked in the dark. With both legs broken, he made his final contribution to the woman he liked and to the organization he was loyal to. The sentence Conan said perfectly matched his behavior. Not many people remember the sniper after his death, other than his two previous partners, Chianti and Korn. Korn, also as a sniper, cannot forgive Vermouth's exploitation of the love others had for her, and also her, after seeing his death, not exhibiting any rescuing behavior. While Chianti's hatred of Vermouth is more like the feeling that a good friend of hers was killed by Vermouth. Some people may think that these two hatreds are not much different, but based on these different reactions, I can make a lot of bold speculations. For example, Korn likes to partner up with Chianti, Chianti liked to partner up with Kovaldos, but Kovaldos liked to partner up with Vermouth. After Kovaldos died, Korn was able to partner up with Chianti forever, so he didn't feel too much about Kovaldos' death. Just as a sniper himself, he hates Vermouth, while Chianti as an individual hates Vermouth. At the same time, Vermouth likes Jean, Ran, and Shinichi. Ran and Shinichi like each other. Jean stunned Shinichi and turned him into Conan. Conan is afraid of Jean and likes Ran, but Ran regards Conan as her younger brother. A Detective Conan food chain is born. This is just my personal guess, but not completely unfounded. When Chianti asked Korn if he wanted to ride the Ferris wheel, Korn blushed, probably because he wanted to ride the Ferris wheel with Chianti, similar to Jean and Vodka riding a roller coaster. Although most of the time the Black Organization appears frightening and mysterious, the members of the Black Organization are still human, and they'll also become interested in other people's love like Sonoko is. For example, in anime episode 254, Vermouth disguised as Arare Tomaki to eavesdrop on the arranged dating of two police officers and incidentally attracted Rai. Now, back to our topic. I've already mentioned most of the loyal cadres who have died, and what's left are the introductions of the ordinary members who have not even obtained their own codenames, and of course, they are already dead. Kusudari Kimichi, a bottom member of the Black Organization, debuted in anime episode 496. In order to ensure which hospital Kidu was held in by the FBI, the organization sent a large number of low-level members as patients to sneak into all the hospitals in Haido City to investigate. Kusudari Kimichi happened to be one of them. As a low-level member who doesn't even have a code name, as well as not having strong combat power nor IQ, the only thing he has is his loyalty to the Black Organization. When his identity was revealed, he wanted to report Kiru's location to the organization as soon as possible. When he found out that he could not contact the organization, he wanted to fight the FBI in desperation. When he discovered that his opponent was Rai, in order not to be caught alive and reveal any information, he finally chose to commit suicide, in this way to make the final contribution to the Black Organization. But unfortunately, his body was used as a prop by the FBI to trick the Black Organization and was burned afterwards. His job in the Black Organization is to infiltrate and investigate. This job does not have too high of skill requirements, but it's a bit more dangerous. It is the most suitable task for low-level members like Rikimichi, who can be replaced at any time. The above-mentioned few don't have a high position in the Black Organization, but they are all very loyal to it, and would rather die than cause trouble for it. But the next few may not be very loyal to the organization, and it can even be said that they are afraid of this organization. As a representative, we have Numabuchi Kichiro, who debuted in anime episode 118. Before he became a member of the Black Organization, he was a serial killer. Because his agility was favored by the organization, it was originally intended to have him trained as a professional assassin. However, his mental state was not very stable, and the organization quickly abandoned the plan to train him, and instead let him become the human guinea pig of the APTX 4869 drug that Shetty was researching. However, Kichiro escaped from the organization before meeting Shetty. He also killed 3 people he suspected to be from the organization while escaping. But in fact, because Kichiro did not know any information about the organization, they did not send anyone to capture him. In the anime, he did act like a madman. He almost killed Edogawa Conan, the strongest opponent of the Black Organization, in front of a bunch of strong characters and the police. After being arrested by the police, he tricked them into believing that he actually killed 4 people, and the body of the 4th person was buried in the forest where he used to go when he was a child. Then, he ran away again when the police took him to the forest. But in fact, he knew he would be sentenced to death. He just wanted to go back to the forest before he died, and take a last look at his Firefly friends. When he saw Mitsuhiko in the forest, he realized that this child came here for the same reason like him. So, he protected Mitsuhiko and led him to leave the forest safely. When he was spotted by the police, he didn't choose to run away. Instead, he asked the police to turn out their flashlights as they would scare his friends. Finally, under the light of the fireflies, he was arrested by the police, ready to receive his death sentence. Although I'm not sure how he became a serial killer, or whether he was the main reason for the death of his driving school's instructor, I know that the reason he killed the 3 victims and hurt Conan was that he was always in a state of anxiety. Fear of being discovered by the Black Organization, of being arrested by the police, of being retaliated against by relatives of the victims. His mental state in the first place was not very stable, plus the fact that he had been living in fear caused him to act like a violent, mental lunatic. But when he returned to his hometown and saw his old friends, his mood calmed down. He also joked to the police that there were hundreds of his partners in the forest. His position in the organization was as a human guinea pig that not even the bottom members were, but is also the most tragic member of the Black Organization. Because he is a death row culprit, I assumed in this video that he is dead. However, these members of the Black Organization, at least we viewers know how they died. But the way the Miyano couple died is a complete mystery. They debuted in anime episode 340 as important figures in the main storyline. The 2 of them were burned to death in an accident between 17 and 18 years ago, and a large amount of the APTX 4869 drugs research data was also destroyed. Before their death, they left 20 tapes for their newborn daughter from the ages of 1 to 20, which means that they probably knew that their lives were in danger. Therefore, the death of the Miyano couple was likely to be a murder rather than an accident. Before joining this organization, Miyano Elena's sister, Meri, had told her that the Karasuma group was a suspicious organization, but they still chose to join. This behavior also caused their 2 daughters to work for this organization in the future. The work of the Miyano couple in the organization is to study 2 drugs, the Silver Bullet and the APTX 4869, and they had a special position within the organization. They didn't dedicate everything to the organization like other members, and instead, they are more like Itakura in a cooperative relationship with the organization. They help organize the research and development of the drugs, and the organization gives them financial assistance. This may also be why Shetty, who joined the organization, has her own codename, while her mother was called the nickname Hell Angel in the organization, which is not a codename for an alcoholic beverage. In the interpersonal relationships of the members of the organization, the Miyano couple and Pisco had a good relationship, but Verma for some reason hates them. Organization member Bourbon admired Miyano Elena as a child, although it is not yet certain whether the reason why Bourbon joined the organization as an undercover agent is related to Miyano Elena. Above are the majority of the Black Organization members whose deaths are confirmed in the TV anime. This is not all of them. I will save the rest of them for the next video and combine it with the undercover members, which means that the introduction of the Black Organization is only halfway done.